And had some surprises with the Aussie hip hop, and Joe loving the Aussie hip hop. I love it, dude. This show has been great. First one that we got in the second half. Hey, fucking right. Gift of Gab, everybody.
What was that? What?
That interlude track was dope.
Oh yeah. That was my man
Two-Face.
Another Virginia artist, by the way.
Okay.
Originally from Jersey, and migrated to Virginia and got put on from there. And like I said before, one of the most talented artists that I had the pleasure of working with, and we did a lot of good stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know,
chorus.
Same. Everything that he writes is personal. You know what I mean?
Right. There's no filler.
So we had a situation where in order for us to move forward, he moved to Florida, and me and the hype man were up in Virginia. And it was like a little bit of a loss of communication, and things got all messed up and all of that stuff. And anyway, so that was actually a diss track that he wrote about us.
Oh no shit.
Oh yeah. It was crazy. I mean, I got stories for days about being in the music business and all of that stuff, and it's all crazy stuff. But if anybody heard my album that's out now with DJ Crew, the New Classics Volume 1, the last track on it was my reply to all of the stuff that he said about me and this guy named Blackheart.
Yo, do you think you can send it to me email right now? We'll listen to it at the end of the show.
Yeah, I could do that.
Send it to my email. Send me a link or something, or send me a. Is it on Bandcamp or is it on YouTube?
That's a good question. I think that I have it in an email. I can email it to you.
Your microphone's off, just so you know. So yeah, email me the track and we'll play it at the end of the show. Now we have Gift of Gab. The Writz is in Blame It on the Writz.
No, it looks like the way it's written. We're talking about the Writz.
Yeah, the rights, the writings.
Rights.
Let's do it.
Let's sit where rappers hella rock flip scripts and come to dwell up in the midst. Yeah, putting down the Ritz. MCs walk within the realm on off way deep. So they own
it's kind of both.
They drift. Putting down the Ritz.
Oh fuck.
Jump into your mental when you hear what rhyme inventions I've been into, just a clear cut, uncut dope without delusion. It's the sheer rough raw break skills that I'm inflicting in the rear cut. Down jump spot, peeping my competition near, but mere mortals could never dwell up in my spear. Pluck thoughts, inferior years come and go. It's about to be one here, cause now is all I know, and here's what they want. Up jump the frequencies, the leer jet speed like sound surrounding, pounding in your eardrum. Watch out now. Make preparation for it, here it comes. For centuries to come and then some. Rhymes menthol without the hedges and the bend, son. Time gets stalled, the rapper's head is just an emblem. On my wall, I like to welcome MCs inside of my melodical monsters ball. And yes, let's sit where rappers have rock flip scripts and come to dwell up in the midst. Putting down the Ritz. MCs walk within the realm on off way deep. So they own zone where they drift. Putting down the Ritz. Look out below, Sharky. Got a new machine and now I'm feeling kinda cocky. When I grab a pen, I hear the theme song from Rocky. Rhymes intoxicating like a warm cup of sake. Sake to me, rocket truly clean, never sloppy. I can get you higher than the seed of a poppy. Choppy rhyme, jalopy, mopping opposition, starving, copy, rock me, I'll be rocking, knocking, starting wars in your apartment lobby, golly. Rhyming like a simple Simon, timing off and properly. Gobbling all them arts, I'm off and flying in the sky. Sire with the higher fire, flyer to your psyche, striking mightily, I cordially invite your altar. Let's sit where rappers have the rock flip scripts and come to dwell up in the midst. Putting down the Ritz. MCs walk within the realm on off way deep. to their own zone where they drift. Putting down the Writz. MCGI, people call me gift. When I'm tearing up a party, I feel no guilt. I tilt skills, build, sell, prevail, and just well on MCs with these a 10th degree black belt. Verbal warlord, 105 to 0. Look up at the scoreboard. Got so high, you thought I couldn't ever soar more. Baby, bye-bye, my rock is taking off. All aboard. Into the sky, we traveling through sound corridors. Way up high, we take you places that you four-door. Couldn't explore and leave the Coliseum tour for. Ever and a day and an hour and 7 minutes and a second exactly and evermore. Come, let's sit where rappers have the rock flip skits and come to dwell up in the midst. Putting down the Writz. MCs walk within the groundwork of way deep to their own zone where they drift. Putting down the Writz.
I mean, when the song title's a double entendre, you're usually in for a treat. Gift of Gab, I don't know if it's rational, but I pair him lyrically with MF Doom. Like, usually when I think of Gift of Gab,
Wow.
I think of MF Doom, where it's just like almost too smart for their own good. You know, where they're like, I don't know how to describe it. It doesn't even really make any sense. I just have connected them for some reason. Not sure why. Maybe it's because they're both dead. I don't know. That could be it. Rest in peace to both of them. But yeah, I like how it was a double. The Writz and the Blame It on the Writz beat came in, so I kind of predicted what was going to be going on. Lyrically awesome. Title's a double. Entertaining, but at the same time seemed to be missing something. That's why I'm not so like hardcore.
Mhm.
It seemed to lack something. I don't know what. It might have been cuts. It might have been scratches. It might have been some of the elements, as Jolie says. But I feel like it's a solid 8. It's a good track. I'd listen to it again. I'd like to break down those bars a little better. But not a 9. It's an 8. Ignacio, what are you saying?
Yeah, I feel like Gift of Gab has done come so much harder on things. Wasn't a fan of the beat. Wasn't something that I could find myself really rocking with too much. Gosh, I don't know. I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
7.5. Lady Pinnick, what are you saying?
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to give it a 7.5 as well. The energies didn't match. You know, lyrically, it was fantastic, and I could hear it on a darker, slower beat. But this was just more up tempo, and you know, it's familiar, and it just didn't match. So, yeah, not my favorite track, but it's a decent pick, though. It was good.
I think we're missing some doubles in the bars that explain the correlation between
There's
the beat
something
and the
missing.
title. We missed something. Joe, what are you saying?
Can't hear you.
Muted.
Oh, you're muted, Joe. Your mic's
My
on.
bad. The verses were incredible. I think all the MCs, you know, did their due diligence with the lyrics, and the delivery was on point. But putting on the Writz, you know, for the hook, even though it wasn't, you know, exactly the same thing, you know what I mean? But you know, we all know that old classic song, Putting on the Writz, where they got the idea for that from, and I don't think that it blended well with it. You know what I mean? It really kind of took away from the feel of the track. You know what I mean? But lyric wise, it was on point. You know what I mean? I can't argue with that. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7.75.
7.75, and 67% in the crowd has said yay. So we have had a 7 for 7 or 6 for 6 night so far. Every song is made on the playlist. Isn't that something? Not and usually
I don't know if everybody's voting though, because there's not very many votes.
Well, people are enjoying it, and if they're not voting, it's their own fucking problem. Jesus Christ. If 10 of you are watching, 4 of us are on screen, that's 14 people. There should be 10 votes. There's 3 or 4. That's okay, though. Doesn't matter. Next one we got is Stevie Stone.